NASA's final space shuttle mission landed at the Kennedy Space Center on July 21, 2011 before dawn. NASA's new plan is to focus on deep space exploration by sending astronauts to and from orbit. They are relying on Russian Soyuz spacecraft to ferry our astronauts until private U.S. spaceships are available.
NASA is saving a robotic Mars mission that missed its launch date this month. They are now preparing it for May 2018. NASA has probes that are to reach Jupiter, Saturn's moons, Titan, and other points of interest this year. The International Space Station is still being used right now, even though we don't have a space program, but we are using Russia to ferry our astronauts.
Mars One is a program set to colonize Mars. The risky part of this is that it requires building bigger rockets that need a bigger landing system. Permanent settlement isn't as complicated. Getting there safely is the problem. Aerospace companies are already being purchased. No scientific breakthroughs are required because we already have what we need. This is currently scheduled for 2024. Astronaut selection has already begun. Over 200,000 people have responded for the positions. In 2023, a group of 4 will go to Mars with the intent to stay there for the rest of their lives, and every 2 years, 4 more will join them. The Mars 2020 mission is a future rover designed to investigate and hopefully answer key questions about the habitability on Mars and the hazards in sending humans to live on Mars. This will also determine whether there is life on Mars. NASA is planning the return of humans to the moon so they can be prepared to visit Mars and hopefully beyond. They are starting with the moon because extending the time stayed on the moon will help humans adapt to space travel. This date is set for 2020. In the future, the idea is to reach Mars. NASA is planning for this by creating many new kinds of vehicles and equipment because Mars is very different than the moon. Russia is planning on building a permanent lunar base on the surface of the moon. Russia will also be having manned missions to Mars and is planning on building a manned base on Mars. Later into 2040, NASA plans on dropping a submarine into a sea on Titan. NASA will also be sending probes to Neptune and to send a lander to Neptune's moons, Triton. NASA's InSight program's goal is to learn more about how rocky planets formed and evolved. They have many different robotic missions underway that will gather data on the red planet until humans arrive.